Be a part of Going In Raw today at patreon.com/Steven Larson. Starting at $1 a month, you can enjoy Going In Raw ad-free, gain access to the daily 30-minute Going In Raw post show, exclusive merchandise, and so much more. Support Going In Raw today. Click the link in the description.
Hey guys, this is Charlotte, and you're watching Going In Raw.
What's up, it's your girl Sasha Banks, legit boss, and you're watching Going In Raw. You like that?
What's up? This is the most must-see WWE superstar of all time and his lovely, gorgeous wife.
Marie.
And you are going in Smackdown Live.
This is the glorious one, Bobby Roode, and you're watching Going In Raw.
Hey, friendo, Steve here.
And Larson.
And welcome back to Going In Raw, the only pro wrestling podcast you need to be listening to right here at youtube.com/Steven Larson, available wherever fine podcasts are. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and the little notify bell next to it just to make sure you're always getting your new Going In Raw content. We're also available in the world of audio podcasts, including CastBox. Check it out. We have a wonderful partnership with CastBox. Download it for free via iOS or Android devices, and then find Going In Raw, hit subscribe, and voila, free and easy way to help support Going In Raw.
Yes.
It's fantastic. Another great way to support Going In Raw is by hitting us up on the Patreon at patreon.com/Steven Larson. We've got a wealth of reward tiers there.
We do.
Every time a new patron signs up, I get this little notification. It says meet, and then it's the new patron.
Yeah.
So this morning it said meet Christopher Peel, a new patron. And then yesterday I think we had another one too. Hold on a second. Hold on. Joe Brook. I'll be reading more of those later. Oh, and then also CVM, new patrons here on the show.
Thank you.
If
and
you want to
thank
enjoy the post show today, it's chat trivia. So you today on chat trivia, you have a chance at winning a really bad drawing of mine that I do on the show.
Sell yourself short. Some of them are pretty good.
On the show, they're all amazing. Right here for chat trivia with patrons, $5 a month and up gets you a daily post show, yay or nay, for 30 minutes, Monday through Friday.
Yeah.
No more than 30 minutes, though.
No.
I mean, every once in a while we'll go over, but I don't like that.
No. It shouldn't happen.
No.
And when it does, it puts us in a very bad mood.
Exactly. We had too many things to do
We have a lot of things to do.
to go past our obligations, right? Anyways.
Yeah.
So good stuff.
Yeah.
Boy, oh boy, SmackDown. That was fun.
It was a fun show.
Man,
kicked off fun.
They kill it every single week these days. What's going on with this?
I mean, the creative's better.
There's no controversy. Like yesterday, our Raw recap show numerically did very well. Like our views were up because we were talking about a controversial subject.
There was controversy in the terms of the kind of the. Well, I guess there was controversy in terms of like the kayfabe, what happened in storyline, because that's where we get this title from.
Oh, it's also entertaining, though.
Controversy.
It's so entertaining.
What happened in Milwaukee?
Oh, are we going to get the whiteboard out for this one?
It's right there. I don't know where the pen's at, though.
Oh, no. This place is a mess.
It really is.
We really need to find that. So, yeah, we're gonna power rank things that may have happened in Milwaukee. We're going to get to the bottom of this.
I have a few ideas in
This
mind.
was a killer episode of SmackDown.
It was
man.
fun. It kicked off with we thought it was going to be Miz TV. It was the very first episode of Truth TV.
This is the power of SmackDown's creative. They can take a guy like R-Truth, who's been around for, I believe, coming up on 100 years now. He was around during the Farmer Orville Brown days.
That's not true.
He was around. He
was around the early days of TNA.
Yeah, which was a very long time ago.
It was a while ago, 15 years ago.
They can take a dude like R-Truth, who I mean is already dude's got all the charisma in the world. He's amazing.
He's hilarious.
The fact that he's been able to hold up athletically speaking, like he still looks like $1 million. But they've been able to take a guy who is a hand these days. He's a hand, and get this amazing stuff out of him. Is just, it's a testament to not just R-Truth, but to creative.
Mm-hmm.
You look over on Raw and it's like they have a whole loser locker room. They have no idea what to do with.
None.
They get Bob Roode wrong, like the one guy that you probably shouldn't get wrong.
He's like the easiest guy to book, Bob
Right.
Roode.
You look over at SmackDown and oh my God, like they're making another like a star again out of R-Truth. He's as relevant now as he ever has been. Safe when he was like, what was he, like U.S. champion or something like that
Maybe.
before?
He was NWA champion in TNA.
Yeah, yes, he was. He was also in The Wrestler.
Mm-hmm.
So he
Correct.
Might have had a match against Randy the Ram.
Could be.
Who do you think Randy the Ram is like the closest parallel? Like Jake?
Maybe. I mean, there's little bits of that. I mean, there's probably countless wrestlers who wrestled in the 80s.
Yeah,
You
sure.
can make
That's
parallels.
what. Yeah.
I mean, it's like your 80s average 80s wrestler that just can't let go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So yeah, Truth TV. That was great.
Mm-hmm.
We got to see a Dilly Dilly match.
Yeah.
Ty Dillinger match. So that was good. Randy Orton reflected my views on Ty Dillinger.
Yeah.
That perfect 10 stuff pisses him off.
Yeah.
It was from beginning to end.
And then
everybody seems happy to be there.
Just when you think Samoa Joe can't be more sinister,
holy crap,
he continually tops himself.
Oh man, when I saw that, so I watched that last segment on Hulu today, and when it went to black, I was like, did Hulu just freaking cut out on me or something? Like, what happened here?
Something worse happened to me is that they must have gone over a little bit, so my DVR stopped right as he was turning towards the door.
Wait, had he rung the doorbell yet?
No.
Oh, okay.
He just turned towards the door, so I probably missed like 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Nonetheless.
Yeah.
I was like, ah!
So you missed when he said Daddy's home.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, that's what I missed. Okay.
Yeah. At the end, he said Daddy's home, and then it went to black. So you didn't really miss much. It cut out. It was like the freaking last episode of Sopranos.
I thought it would have, yeah.
Oh, man. What the hell just happened? Why didn't AJ, Paige is on her phone all the time. Why didn't he say, Paige, I need your phone to call Wendy?
He looked towards her, and Paige did this.
I'm sorry, yeah.
Paige didn't have her phone.
Why didn't Paige's general manager run to the back? Get somebody at ringside has their phone.
Maybe.
Call Wendy.
Yeah.
Just call Wendy. She'll call 911. It's that simple. That's how fast communications travels these days. Oh,
Fair
man.
point.
But look at what we're talking about. The substance of the show. It was all so good.
Mm-hmm.
It was all so... There isn't one bad thing on here.
No, I don't think there is. It was all good.
Yeah, man. This is all good. I'm going to say it, man. Look, I love my best friends in the Undisputed Era. I love them, right?
Yeah.
Right now, SmackDown's my favorite. I hate it. SmackDown's my favorite wrestling TV right now.
Wow.
It really is.
I never thought NXT would be eclipsed, but it has been by SmackDown Live.
And
television.
I love NXT. I really do. I think it's just too much Gargano now. It's too much Gargano.
You're over Gargano?
Kind of over Gargano. Yeah.
All right.
I don't know. I'll watch NXT tonight. I'll probably change my mind.
But here's the thing. There might be a lot of Gargano, but that also means a lot of Ciampa, and Ciampa's great.
Yeah, I like Ciampa, but too much Gargano. But man, SmackDown Live, look at all this stuff's happening.
Well, let's start going through this.
Well, we got to do super chats first.
Seeing it. Well, okay, there's one.
Oh, nice.
Illuminati, baby. Have the Undertaker ask Michelle if she's ever been to Milwaukee, and then call John Cena to ask about Bumblebee movie.
That's a long conversation right there. Michelle, have you ever been to Milwaukee? It's a wonderful town. Now that I've asked you that and you've answered, woman, get your Lady Jim out of my garage.
Oh, get this Lady Jim thing.
It's my tools. I need to get in there and do some woodwork.
A huge garage.
Yeah, and her Lady Jim is everywhere. I don't know what constitutes a Lady Jim, to be honest with you. I have no idea. You know how it is, though. Anyways, yeah, let's get in the nitty-gritty here.
All right, show kicked off with Truth TV. Mm-hmm. Supposed to be Ms. TV, but it wasn't.
Had a little graphic for it and
everything,
it was
great. Man. The guest was Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, who looked supremely tickled.
Oh, he looked sufficiently entertained by everything that was going on in front of him. And so R-Truth got out his card, was going to ask him the question, going through him, and came upon the one he's going to ask, and says, will you achieve, I'm paraphrasing, any sort of catharsis if you beat Miz?
It was a very eloquently worded question, which seems to be contrapuntal to the entire Truth TV setup.
Yeah.
Because he has Carmella, who's charming as all get out, with her fancy new hair.
Yeah.
Hair color. And she looks... I don't know. She looks happy to be there, kind of. Because like you can't you can only betray. Man, I was champion like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, no,
and now I'm here.
Yeah,
you can only
But she seems like the type of person who will make the best out of any situation.
Yeah, no, she was great. She was great. She was absolutely great, and her
performance was great. She seemed like she was having fun.
And I hope that she understands that. Hopefully, with this upcoming women's tag title division, that there will be more opportunities, especially given that she's a former now, women's Smackdown champion.
Women's champion, yeah.
So anyway, but she's hilarious with R-Truth.
Yeah. So anyway, Daniel Bryan answered the question. He told us all what the definition of catharsis was. And he said, after all the years of torment I've suffered at the hands of the Miz, darn tootin', there'll be some catharsis, and it'll bring me, Daniel Bryan, one step closer to the ultimate goal, WWE Championship.
Yeah.
Interrupted by a 7-second dance break.
Yeah, he said, hold on a second. And Carmella said, hold on a second. Sorry to interrupt you. We got to do our 7-second dance break. And then they just stopped and started dancing for 7 seconds.
Yeah.
And Daniel Bryan was like, what is this?
He was wildly entertained by that.
He was so entertained. And here's the thing. Look, man, I know Daniel Bryan's a damn good actor, like within the context of wrestling especially.
That seemed legit. Like he didn't know what was happening.
It actually seemed legit. It like they didn't tell him that was going to happen.
Yeah.
I hope that's the case.
Me too.
Because if they're actually, God forbid, trying to elicit genuine human responses from these wrestlers, Larson,
my goodness. It's unheard of in WWE days.
You think they told AJ that Joe was going to be at his house?
Oh, I guarantee it.
Because otherwise AJ would have been busting up laughing, I'd imagine.
I know.
Because if he was... Okay, let me ask you this. Does AJ Styles actually have the word Styles on his mailbox?
No.
Was that actually his
Not
house?
at all.
Okay.
It was probably some house in Denver.
Exactly.
Because
I
I'm
didn't
pretty
notice what
sure
the skyline was like back there.
There was like lights higher than ground level, I noticed, behind Joe. I don't know that was it. AJ lives in Gainesville, Georgia.
Okay.
I think that's what they say he's from.
Okay.
I don't know what size town that is. It might be a suburb of Atlanta. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I would just speculate that was just somewhere in Denver.
Yeah, could be.
They found a house with a white picket fence and a nice porch.
You
and
should do that crazy
a mailbox they could put a style sticker on.
Isn't that crazy like tech they have these days where you can just take a picture of like wherever you are and then they can extrapolate from the background exactly where you are.
It's crazy, I know.
Yeah, man. Saw some of that in the news the other day.
Well, it was in Caliphate.
It was in Caliphate,
that podcast they talked about.
Yeah, they just did it again for this really grim video of like something's going on in wherever. And it was like fascinating how they were able to narrow down like, oh, this video of this execution went viral, and people
like
want to know more
coordinates.
about it. Yeah,
that's insane.
Yeah, no, it was absolutely insane.
So
they should have done that.
So, anyways, the Miz, he walks down to the ramp or to the stage, sorry, and he is confused as to why R-Truth has Miz TV, and R-Truth says, "I beat you a couple weeks ago. If you had a championship, I would have won the championship. Instead, I took your show."
Yeah. I love R-Truth sort of, coming up with his own rules of engagement here.
Yeah, no, it's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, he still refers to Maurice as the other Carmella.
Yeah, it is. That's damn funny, man. That's so good.
It's really funny.
The other
my
Carmella.
contact's falling out. Oh. So Miz goes on an extended tirade about Daniel Bryan. About how Daniel Bryan can't beat The Miz unless he cheats, essentially.
Yeah.
That if Daniel Bryan has any ideas or has any chance to beat The Miz at Super Showdown, he has to essentially violate his own principles.
Mm-hmm.
He will have to cheat to win, is what The Miz was getting at. It was really good, too. Really well-delivered promo. At the end of which, Truth more or less bans Miz for talking trash to Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, he says that. He says, for that, you're banned from the show, from the Truth TV.
And then the Miz again says, "Why are you? This is my show. Why do you have my show?" And the Truth says, "Well, I'll fight you for your show."
Yeah, man.
So if you win, if you beat R-Truth, you get your show back. Then dance break.
Yeah, another dance break.
Then commercial break, and then we have match.
Yeah. Well, no, we had Miz.
Miz goes backstage. Sorry, to gorilla position.
Paige seems tickled by it too, and she's like, "If you want your show back, you got to go fight for your show back. So go on, get out of there." And Miz is putting up a sting. She's like, "No, go away now."
Yeah.
And so he goes. Paige was great this episode too.
Oh heck yeah.
So yeah. Then we have match. Miz versus R-Truth. Daniel Bryan was great on commentary. He was putting over R-Truth left and right. He was putting over Truth TV left and right. That was fantastic. Of course, Miz kept on just staring at Daniel Bryan as he was gaining the upper hand.
As he was doing it kicks.
Doing it kicks, yeah. Daniel Bryan was giving, it was kind of funny, Daniel Bryan was giving Corey Graves some guff also. That was fun. I like whenever somebody calls out a heel commentator. It's always fun.
The finish saw The Miz, the referee was doing something with R-Truth. Miz pokes R-Truth in the eye, follows up with a skull-crushing finale, but rather than go for the pin, he stares at Daniel Bryan. Goes in the corner, starts doing the yes.
Villainous.
And then gives R-Truth a knee plus to pick up the win.
Yeah.
I wonder if I'm the only person that still calls it a knee plus. He's running knee. That's what he called it back when he was on his title run. Or run towards the title. Or at least commentary called it that once. Because they said Daniel Bryan was a B-plus player, so he called it the knee plus.
Yeah, no, I like that too. I thought that was good.
Yeah, it's good. It's
kind
clever.
Of an outdated reference at this point, though.
Yeah, probably.
But no, I like that you keep on bringing it back.
It's a good name.
Yeah, that was great.
Next, Charlotte was trying to do a photo shoot backstage.
What do we call Mickey James's kicks? Kicky James.
Kicky James.
Way better name than
the Mick
kicks. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Kicky James is
James.
That's an awesome name. Charlotte was trying to do a photo shoot, and then
this was amazing.
She was attacked by Becky Lynch. She tossed her into like a road case a few times.
And on top of that, she said, "Where are you going? Get back over here and take pictures." Cameraman started peeing himself everywhere.
Take pictures of the champ.
And he kept on taking pictures. Terrified.
I mean, Becky had her foot on Charlotte as Charlotte was in excruciating pain from the beatdown delivered by Becky Lynch. And she's raising the title over Charlotte as she's stepping on her.
Oh, man.
Screaming at the photographer, take the champ's picture.
Yeah.
It was fantastic.
That was awesome. And then she was on, she was pretty heavy on Twitter.
Oh,
also
yeah. Something about, where's the champ? Oh, yeah, she's under my foot.
That is great.
She's so good.
There's this picture of her shoving Charlotte. She said, that's for making me do the stupid tea stuff. I wish Charlotte was here to see me as champion. Oh, wait, there she is under my foot.
Oh, that's so good.
I love it.
And her backstage bit with Lana last night was awesome.
Yeah, that was great,
Oh,
too.
my gosh. Wow. Next, Sheamus versus Big E. New Day had a promo beforehand saying, we got nothing but respect for Thebar.
Even though it was a whole bunch of... Yeah, it
was they were introducing something new, the Say Something Nice challenge.
Say something nice. Even though, Cesaro, you have odd-shaped large areolas,
I like that you mentioned that to me years ago.
Yeah, because it's true. He said, and you look like a weird version of Jason Statham. We really like his movies, so that's good.
Yeah.
That's nice.
And then Big E says to Sheamus, even though we find your mohawk kind of annoying, at least we know that he's going to say the carpet matches the drapes.
Yeah, exactly.
And then Sheamus cut him off.
Yeah.
And did some boring, serious heel stuff. Instead of being funny, he said, ha ha, you guys keep going with the jokes. We don't like the joke. We like to fight. We don't just set the bar. We are the bar. Match ensues.
Yeah. See, I don't want Sheamus to try to do any funny stuff.
No, I don't either.
None of that. I want them to be, because they're funny enough just being them when they're picking on people. And there's always a time for fun and there's a time for serious.
To fight.
And they pull a pretty good balance of that.
Yeah. This is a really fun match, too.
More evidence that Big E could totally be like a very successful singles
world champion.
Heck
yeah.
Absolutely.
Sheamus, though, picked up the win after a brogue kick in a really cool sequence where he got out of a big ending, bounced off the ropes. And it was a pretty nasty-looking brogue kick.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
And a heck of a sell by Big E.
Yeah, really good sell.
So that's 2 straight matches, singles matches, the New Day has lost against Thebar.
Yeah.
I imagine we're going to get Xavier Woods against Sheamus or Cesaro next week during the go-home for Super Showdown.
Yeah.
And I would be surprised if Thebar lost that match because they're definitely going to lose the Super Showdown.
Yeah. Yeah, you're probably right about that. I'd be happy with either outcome, but I think you're right. I'm trying to think, like, what are the things that... Are there going to be any title changes at Super Showdown?
Probably not. I'd be surprised.
Yeah, I think Becky's going to cheat her way out of... Or not cheat her way, but probably... That's got to be D. She's not going to beat Charlotte again clean. I mean, if there's any feud
that might be the only belt
that
change
could
hands.
be a hot potato type situation, it could be that one. But I still don't think it's going to be. I think that they know they have something really good with
So I
Becky
think
as
the only
champion right now.
belts being defended are WWE title, SmackDown tag titles, and then the SmackDown Women's Championship. Because Universal title, Intercontinental title, and tag titles are all involved in the Shield Dogs of War match. It's pretty much all the Raw belts, save for the women's title. But Rousey's in the tag match with the Bellas against the Riot Squad.
Yeah.
So not a single
And
Raw
there's
title is being defended? Is that right? Rousey's in
Well,
a tag
yeah,
match.
dude. Every Raw title is locked up in that main event scene, and then Ronda Rousey, like you said, is in that
Tag match
Yeah,
with the
tag
Bellas.
match.
Wow.
So that's the problem. That's kind of the problem right now. Like when you wrap up all the main titles in one story that isn't particularly compelling, then you're I don't know, not doing it right. I mean, look before we get on SmackDown. We have a great tag team feud. That's its own thing.
We got a fantastic...
The United States scene is weird and awesome.
Yeah.
The women's title scene is
incredible.
awesome.
And then AJ and Samoa Joe is fantastic as well.
And then they're even building up this women's tag thing with Naomi and Asuka, and then the Iconics, and this week Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose.
Yeah.
So, like, dude, every single element of SmackDown Live is its own living, breathing organism. It's great. The Run Raw is just kind of, it's like, here's everything in one story, and then there's still 2.5 hours left to fill.
Whatever you want to do with the rest of this is fine.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me to a certain degree of SmackDown when the Shane, Daniel Bryan
Oh, yeah,
thing
for
was
sure, yeah.
dominating the show.
Yeah.
And that just seemed like there wasn't enough creative energy to deal with anything else.
Yeah.
It kind of feels that way on Raw right now. Everything's being poured into.
What was the women's title scene during that? I forget.
That was...
It was pre Carmella.
Charlotte. It was Charlotte, and who'd she beat for the title? Was it Alexa?
Was it?
I think so.
Maybe. All right. After that, we had Paige backstage.
Oh yeah, she was telling AJ for the contract signing, don't destroy too much stuff. Don't destroy the monitors. They're very expensive.
I appreciate that about Paige. She totally understands.
Yeah, she knows the contract
as a seasoned veteran of professional wrestling.
She knows what's going to happen.
Ooh, what are those shoes? Those look cool. Ooh, I like the color scheme there.
Yeah, it's good.
Those are neat. After that, we had Lana backstage. She goes to Rusev's locker room. They're ready to get some answers.
Yeah, Rusev said something like, "I'm not mad. I just want answers," something like that, right?
Something like that. I mean, his point was he wanted answers.
He wanted answers above all else.
Yeah, he said something about Aiden, though.
Yeah.
Anyways, so we get to the Rusev promo.
So Rusev comes to the ring. He demands answers from Aiden English. He wants to know why Aiden English attacked him. So out walks Aiden English to the stage. And he says... Here, look at what we achieved together, you and I, Rusev. Roll video package of kind of like the birth of their partnership becoming super popular. And he said, you want to know when it went south? When Lana got involved.
Yeah.
Run that video package.
Yeah.
And Aiden English says, it's her fault.
Yeah.
She's the one that drove a wedge between us. And then, he said, I know Lana, I don't doubt that she's a loving wife. She has your best interests at heart, but is she always honest?
The great thing about Aiden English here was he knows exactly. Number one, I love that he came out in a very understated outfit. He didn't come out in like his ring attire and his entrance attire. He had a Happy Aiden Day shirt on or whatever.
But underneath the blazer. Underneath
the blazer and some like slacks or whatever. He was very understated, and his delivery was really great.
Yeah.
And again, he makes really good points. Rusev is kind of a prick in this situation. Like, you want answers? How about Aiden English get some answers?
Yeah.
How about he get some answers from you about you saying that he's not pulling his weight? How about that?
Yeah. I mean, the best Lana could say about helping out Rusev is that she got him a tank for WrestleMania.
Yeah.
And that was awesome.
No, that's pretty good. But
really
what have you
good.
done for me lately?
Yeah, that was 4 years ago.
Yeah, exactly. And so anyways, yeah, Aiden says, he says, you're a very devoted wife. And one of my points was going to be when the crowd started kicking up, because he knew that Milwaukee line was hot. And he knew that he couldn't drop it during the middle of a chant.
Because they were chanting, Lana is the best.
Right. They
Lana
started doing
#1.
that as he started getting around to the honesty bit. He was like, yeah, Lana. And he went off the crowd, which is really smart. He said, yes, Lana is the best. And she's so honest. Was she honest enough to tell Rusev about that night in Milwaukee?
And
And the entire crowd was just exactly what you just did. I can't do it. I'm going to cough up a lung. Holy moly. Whoa.
And Rusev does this.
Yeah. Hmm?
And Lana does.
Milwaukee. Yeah.
I mean, you see in the thumbnail. That's what.
Yeah.
That was
It's
the
the
reaction.
thumbnail.
Yeah.
And then Aiden gives this great side eye to the camera. Just very briefly.
Just briefly.
Yeah.
And then drops the mic and walks off.
Oh, beautiful.
What happened to Milwaukee?
Beautiful.
What happened in Milwaukee?
All right, man. We got to figure this
We
out.
need 5 things.
Okay, so I didn't actually watch it, but the clip from the Rock when he was saying some like fairly suggestive things to Lana when she came back, did that have to do with? Did somebody say that was in Milwaukee?
Oh, I don't recall.
Okay, all right,
I remember that segment, but I don't remember Milwacky being involved.
all right.
someone
Maybe
in,
somebody in chat will help us
can
out on that
illuminate
one.
the situation for us.
Should have just listened to the damn thing.
Guess so. But we have 5 things we need to come up with. I have something really good for release number 2.
Okay.
But we need 3 more to precede that.
All right. Well, I got a good number 5.
All right.
Right. We can all assume Rusev Day travels together, right?
Yeah.
Maybe even, although, well, I doubt they get the same hotel room. So this is what I'm suggesting. Maybe at some point Aiden had to go in and grab something, and he says sort of a funny joke to Lana while she's like in the bathroom, and she laughs, and she accidentally knocks Rusev's toothbrush into the toilet.
Crapper.
Gets it back out, washes it off. Aiden sees, she says, "Don't tell Rusev."
Well, lose the accent except for saying Rusev's name.
Oh, sorry. Don't tell Rusev. Right. Because she has no idea still to this day where that accent's going.
Well, she only uses the accent when she says Rusev and Crush.
And Crush, yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. But even then, it's like she's anticipating it or something.
A little bit.
So I'm saying number 5 is she knocked Rusev's toothbrush in the toilet.
That's good. That's good. They're in Milwaukee. It's an off day. Rusev had some food poisoning.
Okay, yeah.
So he had to stay at the airport, and he tells in English, I'm stuck here. Lana doesn't want to be stuck here. So go do something with her.
Yeah.
And so Aiden English does, he looks at his phone and says, oh, there's a Brewers game today. So they go to the Brewers game.
Okay, yeah.
And so the kiss cam
Oh, that's good. Okay,
goes
yeah.
on them.
Yeah.
And he doesn't know what to do. He freezes.
Yeah, totally, yeah.
And so he just quickly plants a quick one on her cheek.
Oh, wow. Okay. See, the problem with that one, though, wouldn't everybody know about that?
Not necessarily, but there would be video evidence, which he promised that he would.
Do people in Milwaukee? Oh, that's right. Yeah, he's promising video evidence. Number 3.
All right.
Lana getting a little experimental, sexually speaking, decides one night in Milwaukee to plant a hidden camera in the toilet. What it reveals with Rusev is so like disgusting that she's like, oh, that's not for me. But, when you're experimenting, you got to try things out. She's like, oh, man, hidden camera in toilet, not for Lana, but that only happened one night in Milwaukee. And she just happened to tell Aiden English about it when she got drunk.
All right.
There you go.
Number 2, again, Rusev food poisoning stuck at the hotel.
Okay, good, yeah.
So this time Aiden English takes Lana on the Miller Brewery tour.
Okay. Is there a kiss cam on the Miller Brewery
No,
tour?
but they hit the high life a bit too much.
Oh, no.
Let your imagination run
Make
wild.
out session.
Yeah.
See, I don't want to get too lecherous.
No.
Yeah, hidden bathroom cam is hilarious because, like, what the hell do you see there? Like a butthole and dookie? That's disgusting. Why would anybody do that? I've heard stories about people doing it. It's like, why? What?
Yeah, that's weird.
That's
disgusting.
horrible.
What's wrong with people?
All right, so a makeout session at the Miller factory.
Yeah.
Okay,
Miller
I like
Brewery,
that.
sorry,
Miller
yes.
Brewery.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Too many high lifes. Fresh
Man.
high life is pretty good.
No, it's not.
It is.
Not really.
Have you ever had a Miller
well,
High Life
define fresh.
like less than a week removed from the actual brewery?
Oh, okay. I don't know. Probably not. Maybe not.
All right.
Okay.
Well, then don't talk ill of it until you've experienced it.
Well, I'm just in
I
general.
once had a Bud Light that was one of the most transcendent beer experiences in my entire life.
That can't be true.
But I assure you it is.
They are oddly refreshing. You know why? Because they're mainly water.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It was partially the circumstances, but also partially, I think it was just a fresh keg,
Hey, under the right circumstances, like the shittiest of beers can be miraculous.
Mm-hmm.
Like if it's the circumstances are right.
Yes. Anyways, number one. What should be number one?
Man, number one. Milwaukee. Something about a Halloween party as a joke. Aiden English dressed up like Rusev, and he was like oddly convincing. A dark room. Then whatever happens.
All right.
Halloween party in Milwaukee.
Halloween party.
When did the Halloween party?
I don't know. Rusev asked Lana, when was the last time we were in Milwaukee?
Yeah. Do we know that?
I don't know.
Does anybody know this? WWE
Milwaukee.
comes to Milwaukee. Let's find out. Let's see here. WWE 2018 schedule.
Oh, that's going forward, though, I think.
Oh, I think it goes back. Oh, let's see here. Third. Let's see. Okay, cool.
No,
that's 2019.
That's 2019.
Son of a biscuit. I don't know.
I don't know that.
I don't know.
Halloween party. There you go.
Halloween party.
That'll do.
I guess.
Moving on. Next, we had a brief bit backstage between Naomi and Asuka, where Asuka was doing some sparring while Naomi was holding up the pads.
Yeah.
And Naomi said, "No, it's too much. You punched too hard, Asuka." After that, we had Rusev and Lana backstage, and that's when Rusev asked Lana, "When was the last time we were in Milwaukee?" Becky interjects herself.
She's big dogs everybody.
Yeah, she talks all sorts of trash to Lana.
That's great. She's like, I'm running this women's division now that you claim to want to be a part of, that you're fighting in.
Man.
We're going to go out there and I'm going to wreck you one.
And it was just...
Yeah. Lana had and Rusev, again, shitty partner, shitty husband, just sitting there stewing over when did they go to Milwaukee. Hey! Stop being so damn distracted all the time. That's what got you in this in the first place.
Yeah.
Aiden English is trying to straighten you out.
Yeah.
And you're got the blinders on.
Yeah, man.
Becky's sitting there talking trash.
Right now, the difficult time in Rusev's life.
Well, it's all his own fault.
Be that as it may, it may be a problem of his own making, but obviously he's having a hard time dealing with it all.
Zero sympathy for me. Zero.
That's fine. I'm not saying I have a ton either.
Yeah.
Next, Iconics come out to drop a promo, but they are instantly interrupted by Naomi's music.
And here's the thing. So somebody noticed on Twitter. I'll have to backtrack a second. Somebody noticed on Twitter. Remember when I said one possible way to truly establish Becky Lynch as a heel that people would actually boo.
Yeah, it's to decimate Lana.
Take a beloved figure like a... Now that ain't going to happen because she's got this Milwaukee stink all over her.
Yeah.
What is going on with that?
Yeah.
I think number 5 should be number 1. I think that toothbrush went into the toilet, man.
Think so?
Nobody wants to tell their husband they've been brushing their teeth with the freaking doo-doo brush.
With crap water.
With crap water. With dookie and pee-pee water,
Yeah,
man.
man.
What?
You just took that from an episode of Seinfeld, but that's cool.
Half of Friendo Road is stolen directly from Seinfeld.
Oh, I know.
It's great. You can steal from the best.
Exactly. So we had a match, Naomi and Asuka versus Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville. The Iconics were on commentary. Decent match. Asuka picked up the win. Oh, sorry. Asuka pinned Sonya Deville after Asuka and Naomi delivered like stereo head kicks to Sonya.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
That was nasty.
Next, Ty Dillinger.
I like that.
Dilly.
Dude, hold on. I like that WWE.com earlier today bit that they showed of like what started the Sonya Deville thing. Like Mandy Rose was trying to like touch Naomi's hair and Asuka like basically bit her.
I know.
And then Sonya Deville was like, "Oh, you're such good friends, aren't you? Oh, you're good friends. Let me touch your hair, Mandy. Let me touch your hair. It's stupid."
That's great.
That was good. I like Sonya Deville.
She's fantastic. Next, Ty Dillinger, Dilly,
Dilly Dilly.
taking on Shinsuke Nakamura for
If
the U.S.
anybody
title.
gets annoyed with us saying Dilly Dilly, it's the dude changed his Twitter handle to Dilly Dilly
Dilly.
So that's going to be why. I'm sorry. It's annoying. Much like everything Ty Dillinger.
What? Anyways.
Yeah, Shinsuke Nakamura. This is great. Good for Ty Dillinger. They work well together.
Yeah, they do.
They
I
put
think
on good
they used to travel together. I don't know if they still do.
Oh, yeah.
But anyways, Randy Orton interjected himself. He got in the ring, pulls Ty off of Nakamura when he's doing the corner punches, and just attacks him. Culminates in a draping DDT off the apron. And Nakamura collects his U.S. title and about to walk up the ramp and says, "No,
I love this, though, because
I'm not ready yet." Kinshasa, and then Ty's head bounced right
that
off
was
the
gross. That was
LED board.
awesome and messed up. Thing that I loved about that, though, was Nakamura's initial reaction to Orton coming in and interfering. It was just frustrated and inconvenienced.
Yeah, inconvenience.
It wasn't
what it
like, oh, I'm going to go wreck this guy now for
No.
getting in my matches.
No.
It's just, dude, really? God, trying to do something here. And then he collects his title, Kinshasa. Man, that was rough.
That was brutal.
Then he goes back.
Brutal.
After that, Lana was backstage once again with Rusev, and just more of the same Milwaukee nonsense. Lana's getting ready for a match with Becky Lynch. After that, Mike Rome found Randy Orton walking by, and he said, "Randy, what's going on with Ty
Is
Dillinger?
he
Why'd
your
you
next
attack him?
victim?"
Are you his next victim?" And he said, "No, Rome. Here's the thing about Ty Dillinger and that Perfect 10 stuff. It really pisses me off.
That Perfect 10 crap pisses me off.
I'm with him on that one. Randy Orton is like my freaking new favorite wrestler."
Yeah, man. Who'd thought?
He said, "I'm tired of that crap. It pisses me off." Amen to that. You got to build yourself to be the perfect 10.
Well, he was doing that in NXT.
Yeah, but even then, I feel like you need to achieve some sort of, success, some gold.
He was on the way there until he got called up prematurely.
Just because you got a freaking collar that looks like Ming the Merciless.
Yeah.
And you whip out a laminated 10 piece of paper.
Brilliant.
No.
It's funny.
Not. It's inadvertently funny.
No, I think he knows it's funny. In the way that it is funny, not in another way. It's funny because it's so cheaply done. I think he's aware of that.
That's fine. No, you're probably right.
He's in on the joke of the laminated 10, yes.
Look, man, you're playing with the
he doesn't
big
think
boys
it's clever
now.
per se. It's just, look, this is funny because it's cheaply done.
You're playing with the big boys now.
Well, he doesn't do that in the main roster.
And look at the adjective, Larson.
Has he produced
play
the laminated 10 since he's joined the main roster? I can't
No,
recall.
because he showed up and they were like, "What the hell is that? A laminated piece of paper?"
Yeah, it's funny.
You're like, "There's a little hair caught in here."
Well, it doesn't show on camera, so it's fine.
Ever tell you about that when I worked at Kinko's?
I can imagine that'd be a pain in the butt.
No, did I ever tell you the specific instance
No.
that happened? I had this awesome coworker named Jason. He was hilarious. But would just say the most inappropriate things, right?
What does it do with the hair in the laminator?
Getting there. I worked the aux position back then, which was the laminator, the big cutter.
Does that mean auxiliary?
Auxiliary,
You
yeah.
just did a bunch of little things?
I did the stuff that wasn't straight up copying.
Gotcha.
Although I think I did color copies too. Anyways, this is the vast majority of the business was black and white.
Mm-hmm.
So the dude asked for this thing laminated, right? So I laminated it. I bring it up to him, leave. Jason's like, "Hey, Steve, come back." I was like, "What's up, Jason?" And he was like, "Man, what's his hair in here? The customer just wants to know, why do you have a pube in this?" And I'm like, "The dude is standing right there." And he was mortified that he just said that one of my pubes was in the lamination. I can assure you one of my pubic hairs is not landing in that lamination. Somebody else's. If it was pubic hair at all, I don't know. What do you want me to do, man? I can't delaminate it.
Yeah,
After that, we had Becky Lynch versus Lana. This wasn't quite the wrecking that I wanted it to
no,
be.
there really wasn't much of a wrecking per se.
No, this really should have been more one-sided because Lana needs to be all distracted about this Milwaukee gate. And Becky Lynch is on a new level these days. But in the end, Lana tapped out to the disarmor. I really wish even then Becky Lynch would have held it on longer.
Yeah.
But whatever, it is what it is.
Backstage, Aiden English is watching the match. He gives an interview and he says, "Oh, I have video evidence of what went down in Milwaukee." Mm-hmm. Kiss cam. That's what it is, man.
Toothbrush. Or remember when Rusev would wear a beanie sometimes?
Yeah.
Maybe she wiped up some stray pee with the beanie And then he walks in, and she's like, "Oh crap, here's your beanie." And so he's been walking around with pee-pee beanie the whole time. I don't know. Most of my entries are just like bathroom related stuff because that's like the worst, right?
It's not that mature though.
Like the worst stuff. It's inconceivable that she would knowingly have an affair or mess around with anybody else that isn't Rusev. The guy is like Alpha Supreme. He's like the most manly man that isn't Drew McIntyre.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, come on. So that's inconceivable. There's no
unless
straying eyes here.
You go on the Miller Brewery tour.
Yeah.
Hit the Miller High Life a bit too hard. You never know what's going to happen.
Well, there you go.
You fill yourself up with the champagne of beer, Steve.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I still think that you're just sort of bloaty and farty after that. But maybe
that's how I react to champagne, so it's consistent with their slogan.
Do you feel like in old age you get bloaty and farty way more often than you used to? Because I'm that way always.
Well, it's getting old.
Even trying to like eat better and stuff. Anyways, after that,
well, that's the problem is like real fibrous plant food. You can't process the cell wall of plant-based foods, and that's why it makes you gassy.
You have just killed it.
Next,
dead.
AJ Styles, Samoa Joe contract signing. Didn't get very far because Joe wasn't there.
Yeah, he no-showed. Joe no-show.
Well, he was busy doing something else.
Going to AJ Styles' house.
Yeah.
I wish they would have just like did his shoot. What Alan? Is that his last name?
Yeah.
Alan
Jones.
Alan Jones. Like, give us the shoot name on that mailbox. Styles.
Well, they've already established as Wendy Styles.
I know. It's so bad. It's so awesome, though.
And it was like you could just tell that was a freshly applied decal.
I could tell that Joe wanted
zero
to laugh
weathering on it.
You're right, it was. It was brand
like they
new.
went to the hardware store, got the individual letters, put it on there.
Yeah.
But put something over the mailbox, between mailbox and letters, so they can just take it right off.
Take it right off.
Because whoever's house that was, their last name probably isn't Styles.
They don't want Styles on there.
What if they went to Denver and found someone with the last name of Styles?
No, man.
They had a pretty nice house.
You had it exactly right the first time.
Oh, yeah.
They found a pretty nice house, went to the hardware
and then
store.
made it a Styles house.
Exactly, yeah.
So Joe, he's like FaceTiming or something.
Yeah, I love when they do that because it's so obviously pre-filmed.
Yeah.
And like
especially with AJ screaming at him over while Joe's talking.
AJ tried to wait for pauses and it was just
I love AJ, but if there's some guy threatening to terrorize my family at my house, I'm not like, dude, don't do that.
Yeah. Dude,
that's like,
he said to dude.
Yeah, that's like what I tell a college buddy who's about to upper deck like one of our roommates' toilets. Dude, don't do that.
Dude, don't do that. Come on, we're old now. Yeah.
That was the only thing. This AJ calling Joe dude. It seemed too friendly.
Yeah. Dude, come on. Don't attack my family. Dude, come on. Don't murder my wife. And then Joe had a little plastic baby toy.
Yeah.
That he was going to give to AJ's kid.
Yeah.
One of his kids. The little girl. And yeah, so AJ like didn't sprint away. It was all cheesy fun. He didn't like sprint away or get on. I don't know. Corey Graves, that fool has his phone out all the time.
I know. But Joe's performance is just outstanding.
It was so good, but he wanted to laugh.
I know. I think that kind of made it because he was just filled with glee with what he was doing. That's what it came off as.
Yeah. It was really good. And here's the thing, like a lot of people couldn't pull that off because you gotta lose a little bit of inhibition there, That's like what they do in like acting class, Be cheesy in front of people.
I wish you had a chance to interview Joe.
Yeah.
To talk about his process with this stuff because I would find that fascinating.
Yeah.
Like I never took acting classes, but I know a little bit about the various methods and the processes that are involved in getting yourself ready for a performance. And I'd be curious to know if he does anything like that.
Yeah.
Or if he just cameras rolling. All right, let's do it.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
If he just relies purely on instinct or if there's preparation in advance.
I was just planning on talking to him about N64 games, to be honest.
That'd be cool, too.
I'm not sure if any of that. No, I actually wanted to ask him. I did actually want to ask him about movies because I feel like his promo stuff. I was actually going to ask him kind of about that stuff. Like, what are your sort of inspirations behind the Samoa Joe we see on TV?
Yeah.
Never got to the point, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some other time, maybe.
We can do. Anyways, he goes up there. He's about to ring the doorbell, and then he says, "Daddy's home." And then the episode just goes to black.
Oof.
I have no idea. Maybe if somebody in chat was there live, Maybe you can tell us what happened. Did AJ just run to the back at that point?
I can tell you what happened next. Mixed match challenge.
That happened while AJ Styles was crying ringside because he can't figure out how to get
ding,
to
ding, ding.
Your next bout. The mixed tag match.
The Fabulous Truth. What do they call Bobby Lashley and Mickey James' team?
They did that.
It's like Country Dominance or something I saw somewhere.
Oh.
I thought Renee Young had it right. Mickey Bobby.
Yeah, that's the last I heard was Mickey Bobby, which is great.
That's great.
Ballad of Mickey Bobby. I saw a video with them and Leo Rush trying to figure out what the name was. I thought that was
I saw
the
that
thing.
too,
Yeah,
but I saw somewhere it was listed as Country Dominance. Just not as good as Mickey Bobby.
Mickey Bobby is great.
That's really good.
Oh.
Anyways, let's take some questions. First from Warm Soda. Greatest match of all time. His is Savage versus Steamboat WrestleMania 3. That's a good one. Hard to argue against Savage Steamboat. I'm kind of partial. If we're at least talking WWE, the pair of HBK Undertaker matches at back-to-back Manias.
Yeah.
Depending on my mood, I could pick one over the other. Yeah, according to YouTube, it's Country Dominance. No, they were taking on Jinder and Alicia Fox last night, so I got my matchup wrong anyways. Oh, that's right. It was Fabulous Truth versus Awesome.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Miz, yeah.
What do you think is the greatest match of all time? You just stick to WWE. Oh, Hell in a Cell, Triple H Undertaker. That's a good one too.
Yeah, I would. I mean, for like legitimately speaking, I'd either go with that. For like I'm also partial to CM Punk versus John Cena.
Oh,
Money in the Bank
2011.
That's really good. I mean, you get into a whole nother level with like NXT, like Shinsuke versus Sami Zayn. When Shinsuke first came in, it was like a revelation to me. I was like, holy crap, who is this guy? This guy's fantastic. Yeah, I know.
I'm getting for the Patreon.
Oh, here we go. Friendo Club Hunter Rook. I like this question. Stories like with LAX that has some shades of realism / TV soap opera storytelling. I mean, also what we got last night. Are good at getting people interested in the story and matches. Should WWE continue doing more stories similar to the Rusev Day story, or would it feel out of place? I think SmackDown has done such a good job at understanding what works for the roster they have that I would trust their judgment if they wanted to continue to go there, because they've gotten a lot of mileage out of stuff like Jeff Hardy, Randy Orton, which gets into kind of, I mean, they haven't done any like the pre-film stuff outside of the ring, but they did that stuff last week, specifically with Randy Orton doing the creepy, at the control panel stuff. Mm-hmm. Does it disturb you? So yeah, I think it's good to mix up the types of stories that you're telling.
But I think if you just say we're going to do a bunch more soap opera type stuff, then the problem is that even if you just focus on it a bit more, you're going to have too much of it. Everything
which is
small doses. Everything in moderation, I think.
Everything that fits, that works. That's why I say I have faith in the SmackDown creative, because they have managed a very good balance of that stuff. So I would assume that they would continue a good balance and use that kind of stuff when it works. I'm not opposed to it.
No, I'm not either. I had to change the top 10 card because the one I originally pulled out was way too difficult.
These days, all those cards are
this
difficult.
This one isn't nearly as bad.
So,
Juan Sauceda, Steve, can you put me down like a dog?
Juan Sauceda, I'm gonna put you down like a dog, and you will. Rhett Michelle, what I tell you about your lady Jim next to my tools?
Oh my goodness.
This is a good one. Alex Foster asks, if R-Truth's new gimmick is that he beats you, he steals something from you, what is he stealing next? What's something else that he can take? How about if he beats Randy Orton, he steals the license Randy Orton has to touch people inappropriately?
I don't think he has a license to do that.
You did it last week.
Oh, that. Well,
Touching the guy's I hate when people touch even my freaking kid touches my face. I'm like, Bama, stop that. I say, dude, stop that. She says I'm not her best friend because I'm old and I'm a mess.
what? Bama said it to you?
Bama said that, yeah. Yeah.
Josh Little. Power rank what 5 wrestlers would be in a motorcycle gang. We got to have Eric Bischoff.
Oh, Baron Corbin.
Baron Corbin.
We have
And then
evidence of that.
Disciples of Apocalypse, man. That was their gimmick.
Okay, yeah. Well, yeah, Undertaker.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
Done.
Dead man, Michelle.
Mr. Dope says Zach S. Mod reminder, Steve. Already did it. Taken care of. Zach S. is mod.
Oh, good job. Well done. Well done. Cody Miles. Leo is on 3 shows 3 days in a row. Though Cody Miles is bringing the jokes. Hope he's getting paid extra. Can't abuse the child workers. There are child labor laws in place that says they can only work a certain number of days.
Yeah, it's true.
Week.
Real Rich Hardesty. Number 5. Lana awkwardly leaves arm on shoulder too long.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Well, it would have been all in her Discord if that was the case, as I've learned. James Rodriguez. In kayfabe, how did Joe send a video message to AJ at the end of SmackDown? Did he FaceTime a production assistant and tell him to play the video? If so, how did he know how AJ was reacting? Well, here's the thing. Joe is savvy enough to understand that that he can't hear AJ.
Yeah.
So Joe's not even reacting to AJ.
Not really, no.
But he knows that AJ
will react to him.
Is too old-fashioned, and so AJ thinks that it's like it's a two-way conversation.
It's not.
But Joe doesn't care. That's part of Joe's mind
Joe's
games.
end, he just has to FaceTime. I mean, the production truck somehow, and they can get that feed onto the Titantron.
Well, they made
easily.
on Breaking Ground. They made a big deal about it when Tyler Breeze was the first guy to
Doing
have
the
a
selfie
feed.
thing. Yeah.
But if you recall, like when they did that, it was like super pixely.
Yeah, and that was also 3 years ago.
Yeah, that's true.
Alto do Undertaker as a military camp instructor.
What's that?
Do Undertaker as a military camp instructor.
All right, listen, numbnuts. You are what did Full Metal Jacket Arlie Ermy, what did he used to say in that movie? You are God, what did he used to say?
Oh God.
Private Pile.
What is your major malfunction?
Yeah. What is your major malfunction? All right, give me 20 push. Michelle, get your Lady Jim out of the garage. I'm parking my bike there.
Yeah, leave your home. Leave your home business, Mark.
Put
You're
your Lady Jim down like a dog.
Josh Little, Aiden caught Lana skinny dipping.
Well, that's not a big deal. That's more on
Gustavo Gama says Lana saw Larson shirtless and fell in love.
That's definitely not the case. Perfect question. The glorious Steve Klein. Is this a good time for AJ Styles to bust out a gun? Yeah, that segment, the last thing that needed was, like, what if he said, he rings the doorbell.
He reaches behind him.
Produce. Daddy's home.
Yeah.
And then it goes, what the hell?
No, it's just.
Yeah.
Daddy's home.
Yeah. Ooh. That'd have been hot.
Zach Stolpa, Cena calling Taker and cutting a Velveteen Dream promo.
No, come on, people.
We generally save these impressions for boring pay-per-views.
I know. What the hell? Cena calling Taker and
right.
cutting it. Okay, we have 15 seconds to do this.
Ring, 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 ring.
The hell? My phone's not working. Michelle! She must be in her Lady Jim. I told you to get rid of that Lady Jim.
Yeah, Lady Jim gimmick needs to rest in peace.
End of scene.
All right.
He never picked up.
Holy Shibata, Bobby Fish teaching Cena Undisputed Era hand sign.
Wait, what's that?
Bobby Fish teaching John Cena the Undisputed Era hand sign. You have some other stuff in your hand, so you can't do it. That's his thing.
Yeah, exactly.
You need a trophy.
Can't do it. Can't do it here. I like this. Name Explain asks, how do you think Samoa Joe's actual family feels about him running off with AJ's family? I don't know that Samoa Joe is married or has kids.
Hey, I don't know.
I don't know. But if he did, I would think that they would not appreciate that.
Yeah, well, he would maybe not. I mean, they know this is all part of his intimidation tactic.
Oh, yeah. Hey,
and they may not approve of it, but at least they understand.
No, I would think they're like, oh, Dad's out there making that money, trying to be WWE champion. These are the lengths he has to go to.
be.
You know, like a good villain. He's sweet at home.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like a well-written.
Yeah, Jordan Galdano, catching you guys on my break. Take my money.
Take my money.
Thank you, Jordan.
Thank you.
Any more Patreon questions?
Jordan.
Mark Calloway.
Possibly. Let's see here. Yeah, this is a good question. This is a good question here. Mondo Volgare. If Becky continues to get more and more over, do you think there's a chance the crowd will reject the long-rumored Ronda-Charlotte match at Mania?
That is a good
because
question.
they'd want Becky in that spot instead.
That's a really good
That's
question.
going to be a problem, man. If Becky is continually over and Charlotte, and they need Charlotte to have that championship to fight Ronda,
Yeah, that would be interesting.
they might be digging themselves into a hole.
Could be.
Where I'll put you down like a dog.
Tim Spulak, with Raw's ratings going down, can Tim get you anything?
No! Leave me alone, Tim.
Could SmackDown ever overtake Raw consistently or even be the A show? We'll see what happens when SmackDown's the one on network television.
That's going to be... So, until then, though, no.
Probably not, even
Because
though...
Raw has that Monday Night Legacy
Legacy.
that seemingly they can't overcome. Because I'm sorry, creative is just... I'll put it this way. If you were to flip the rosters completely wholesale, wouldn't Raw just continue to always do better than SmackDown?
Yeah, probably.
Probably. I don't think it matters. I think if you're on Monday night, you're all automatically
Yeah,
have like
you already have a leg up.
500,000 more viewers.
Viewer advantage, it could be.
It is what it is.
All right, we're going to do trivia, kind of.
Oh, dude, give me a different one. This is way too hard. If you're going to do that,
Is
for
it
me.
top WCW buy rates? That's what I had.
Lowest WWE buy rates?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So similar. Is that one better?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and start.
All right. Last 10 WWE champions of the 20th century.
Wow. Well, Stone Cold will be in there.
Correct.
Undertaker.
Correct.
Triple H.
Correct.
The Rock.
Correct.
Foley.
Correct.
HBK.
Yes.
6. Hitman.
Yes.
7. Sid?
No.
Okay, I went too far back then.
Who took it off Austin the first time?
Oh, Kane.
Very good.
So I have one guess left. Vince?
Very good. Very good.
And there I got 9.
I actually might have been able to get that. Bums me out.
Top 10 of the PWI 500 in 2011.
Shit. CM Punk.
Yes, he was number 10.
In 2011. Will they go by kayfabe?
Yeah, they do.
Cena be on there?
Yes.
Okay. 2011. Is AJ Styles on there?
No.
2011. The Miz?
Mm-hmm. Number 1.
Okay.
So definitely kayfabe.
Yeah. Wait, so I got one wrong so far?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm keeping track of the
Okay, cool.
list.
Jeez, who's on Japan?
I'll give you a hint. There's only one Japanese wrestler on this
Oh,
list.
no kidding.
Yeah.
Okay. Orton?
Yeah, these
Okay.
2.
All right. Wow. Oh, God. Don't tell me. Is Del Rio on that list?
Mhm.
Oh, man. Wow. 2011. Edge?
No.
Okay. He probably already retired. I will say, screw it, I'll say Samoa Joe.
No.
No? All right,
No.
well, that's 3 wrong. And we'll do 3 strikes on that. Who else on the list? I got 5. I'm actually very happy with that.
Kane.
Oh, he was World Heavyweight Champion.
Takashi Sagura.
Oh, wow.
Mr. Anderson. Rey Mysterio. And Eddie Edwards. Those are the ones you did not get.
Mr. Anderson?
Those are the ones you did not get.
Hey, I'm fine with that then.
You did pretty well. DJ Chicken has a super chat here. Hey, Loud and Beard. Power rank the best heel commentators of all time. Where will Corey Graves rank by the end of his career? Thanks for the laughs. Well, number 1 is Heenan. Heenan's tops.
One of the other questions about Corey Graves is, how long do you think he's going to be around?
I don't know. He seems like it's entirely possible he can have other opportunities present themselves to him.
I will almost guarantee that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's got a lot going on for him.
Oh, yeah. Heenan's number 1. Far and away number 1.
Yeah. Yeah, hard to argue with that.
Corey, by the time he moves on or retires, he'll be top 5. He's already really damn good.
You know, I was always a huge fan of the pairing of JR and Heyman back in 2001.
Yeah, I was going to mention Heyman too.
Boy, that was a good pairing.
Yeah.
I'm sad that didn't last longer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyways, good stuff. Let's see here. Music happens now. There we go. Anyways, that's it for the show. Thanks so much for tuning in. Till next time, we'll talk to you guys later.
Goodbye.